Good morning, you too. A little late, but late than never. Hmm. No, ain't nobody behind me. I'm just floating, driving along in the dark, uh, trying to stay awake. Hold on. And look at this white guy freezing out here, and your ass got shorts on. I'm in Oklahoma now, driving along. Just in I don't know. I don't want to say it's the days because if I was in the days, I just park. Really, but get some cup of coffee, and cinnamon, cinnamon in there. Fortunately, I'm following on the road. Following on the road with my loads, and there's a big storm coming. I'm not gonna push through it. As I tell you before, tell you again. Oh, Jesus. Said before, I said again. I like my job. I ain't crashing. Ain't no load worth me crashing. So probably gonna be parked all weekend. Cause down in the south, can't drive through ice. Northerners be coming down here. "Oh, this ain't nothing." And then be all over the place. Nah, player. I'm just gonna park. I'm gonna let them know. Give me something that delivers on Friday before this mess starts. I'm all for it. I thought today was Tuesday. It's actually Wednesday. Oh Jesus. Hold on. Sorry, I'm so engaged this morning. My early years, I had to come through here all the time. This place is called Big Cabin, Oklahoma. Isn't it crazy? Yeah, hold on. I had to recharge my watch. Recharge my watch. So what the heck's going on? Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit dangerous conditions. So as soon as I see that the temperature's dropping, I gotta fill up. Right now, I got a little less than half the tank. But I'm driving on. I gotta keep that weight right. You know what I mean? I gotta keep that weight right till I get into Texas, and then I'm gonna call in and get loaded up. Also, let's see something here. Got me a burrito. Not bad. But this been this has been the start of the beginning of the year. You know, I would have been stressing out about the storm coming, but I'm gonna make sure I have a full tank of diesel and some water, and maybe an extra pack or two of hot dogs. And and you go by our yard in Dallas and get me some anti gel, and that's all I can do. You know what I mean? That is all I can do. Let's see here, hold up. Surprised you can even see me. Because the camera kept on dropping, so I was like, well, let me try to. Let's see here. Really? I know, Mike. I keep on pressing buttons. um, on this way, there should be there's a Love's with a McDonald's, not a McDonald's, but a Walmart. And I'm gonna stop by. I'm like a day ahead. I don't have to be there till tomorrow, but I'm a day ahead, and I might stop there and give me a case of water, pack of hot dogs, like 1 to 2 packs of hot dogs. Um, and when I get to Dallas, I'm filling up, and I'm prepared. I got my Sub Zero. Uh, I got my Sub Zero. What can call it in the back. From the coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna start again. Yeah, I've been kind of struggling this morning, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? At least I admit I'm struggling. Creamer, and then we gonna keep going. Yeah, this storm is gonna cause major problems in the South. South ain't like where you live, Mike. They ain't prepared for they ain't prepared for ice storms and whatnot. They say there's gonna be ice on. I hope they're over predicting and we just get some cold showers. But I'll know. But once it start raining, that temperature drop. I'm pulling over. I used to be I used to be the guy that would keep on going. Not anymore. Exactly. The one that's gonna be big. So, like I said, I'm gonna be looking. There's a ahead on this road that I'm getting on right now. There's a Pilot and a Love's, and right across the street the Walmart. So I'm gonna give me some water, get a case of water, and some hot dogs or something cheap that I could use, and we just gonna deal with it. I used to always get all in my feelings. Oh God, I gotta keep on going. I'm gonna be late, man. Whatever, whatever, player. I knew it was too good to be true. I get a 900-mile run. It'll probably be the only thing I have for the freaking week. Freaking bullshit. And this was gonna be my free check, but I could put on a credit card. Don't you just hate that? Every time you get like 5 weeks in a month, that extra check, it don't amount to nothing. I'm not salary. I'm hourly. No, I'm not hourly. I'm by the mile. So I'm darned if I do it, darned if I don't. Say, I'm going to Oklahoma. Maybe I should stop by one of these Indian casinos. Maybe I win big. Don't have to worry about it. I stopped going to buy at this super truck stop over here in Joplin. I think was it Joplin, Missouri. I used to watch that thing. The phone might drop, guys. I'm sorry. The mount keeps on whatever. But I used to watch it on I think it was like the Country Channel, and they had instead of remember in the '80s Pimp My Ride. Well, they had a Pimp My 18-wheeler, and they would pick a certain truck driver and redo his rig, and they would drive across to the petrol and meet him in the shop was right across the way. Because I remember I was like so excited when I seen it. They even walked over there one time, took a few pictures. That was before I became a truck driver. Like, truck driving is cool. I want to be a truck driver. Yeah, it was like a Pimp My 18 wheel. It's pretty good. They didn't do stupid stuff like Pimp My Ride did. They actually did real stuff for the truck, which I thought was freaking awesome. They call it chrome when you chrome out, and they just put all kinds of stuff, inside and outside. A lot of this stuff is somebody's life. This is my life, but mainly it's my job. But anyway, other drivers, it's their life, and they live in their truck. I was living in my truck one time before I met Norma. They were doing all kind of stuff like that. Uh, yeah, these roads ain't gonna be friendly again with the night. So I'm going buy a yard in Dallas. If you ever want to be humble by driving, go to the night yard in Dallas. They got one row of destroyed trucks. They parking in one row. It keeps me on my brother. Believe that. Oh, man, bumps, coffee. Bumpy is that? Oh my God, look at this. Look at Jackson. It's like being on one of them country roads. I'm out here in Oklahoma. Y'all hear the banjos playing? Man, I was most of my coffee out the thing. My father had a spot up in North Georgia. Okay, my sister was trying to buy the land from my mother, my stepsister, and my half sister trying to buy the land from my mother. Oh, that's good. She didn't realize that my mother paid for it. So it was her land. But here's the crazy part: the whole area where my father had the land at. Here's the funny part was freaking. It was clan infested. That whole area was clan infested. My father had the strangest. Now, no, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna let me just say it like this. Father's light skinned like me, but he was pro black all the way. So before I say anything, he he had a knack. He had a knack for making friends with people. Turns out he was friends with I don't know the Grand Dragon or some head dude in the clan, and up there in North Georgia. And they put the word out to even to the cops, the police, leave. They called him cowboy. Leave him. Don't fuck with him. Yeah, don't fuck with him. Um, thing. And I remember I went up there and I said, hey, they had a Confederate flag up. I said, oh, what the hell you got a Confederate flag up? He said, look, I gotta live, but I don't need no problems with these people. I gotta live around them. But like, oh my God, y'all are crazy. Yep. And I'll show you the power that the white folks got. Pops got drunk one time and wrapped his F-350 around a pole, and they had to walk home. The police caught up with him. Came to the house, caught up with him. His friend that was part of the clan came in there, seen the cop, and said, "Let me talk to you outside." Next thing you know, cop came back in. Hold on. Gotta make sure we do this the right way. Hold on. Sorry about that, fellas. I knew it was going to drop. Gotta make sure we do this the right way. I can't just fix it while I'm driving. Next thing you know, I ain't got no job. You know what I mean? That's it. And next thing you know, the cop just said, "Have a nice day." I said, "Look, that's some crazy." And he stayed friends with this dude for years, and was with him on his deathbed. The guy passed away. It's like a story of this. Back in the day, this clan member had fought with this black woman, and she stood her ground, and they became friends. It just some weird stuff be happening. You just don't even realize it. You know what I mean? Well, my mother sold all that stuff. Pops had all kind. Pops was low key gangster. My father would buy all kind of hot stuff. Half the stuff he had was stolen because he was nothing but friends with all kind of criminals. Uh, they would still. There was one guy. He would just before they started putting trackers in the trailers. These trailers now have trackers in them and cameras inside. But before that, this guy would drive around, hook up to a trailer, and just take off and empty it out. Half of my father's house that was stolen stuff, furniture, whatever. And he would buy it. The guy would come into his shop and I was like, yo, I'm the only honest one in my family. I was like, yo, but I'm on my business. But remember one time, this guy pulled up with a whole trailer full of hay. You know, back back in the day, his father had 4 horses, and there was a lot of black cowboys down there in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and these he got pulled up and said, "Hey, this just free hay." And they were emptying out in the middle of the trailer. Wasn't hay? It was white dusty stuff. And Pops was like, "Wait, whoa, whoa, get this mess off my property. Are y'all crazy?" For the cops come in here, and next thing you know, this is stuff I stayed away from, but I had heard about. You know what I mean? That's why when people would threaten me down here in Georgia, I said, "Look, bro, trust me when I say you don't want me to make a phone call." I've had to say that a few times. Trust me, you don't want me to have to make this phone call. And back in the day, I used to park my rig up in my father's shop. I stopped doing that because all the criminals respected him. Yeah, close, bro. All the criminals respected him, and They would come banging on my door. Hey, you can't park here. We had a guns drawn. I was like, hey, bro, whoa, whoa. This is my father's spot. This is my father's place. And I told him, I said, man, I'm parking here. You don't have to worry about me. There's some good stuff. What the heck? You know, I can't see the white dotted line. And y'all see the white line? Well, I can see the white line on the right. There ain't no one on the left. Wait till I get down a quarter of a tank. And I'm going to have to call in and see if I can get some fuel. Oh, there it is. It wasn't the past couple of miles. You see what I'm saying? On the left, I'm still on the right. Because the guy just passed me. He was real close. I just started getting some better glass. There's certain roads, man. I could squat. And even now, I'd rather slow down. Say, wait a minute, I can't see nothing. This guy got tired of being behind me. Well, bro, I'm gonna be safe. Better be safe than sorry. The sad part about it is, look, I knew once him and my mother passed, I wouldn't have nothing to do with my family because it's sad. It's sad. It's just sad. I would just say it like that. It's just sad. But people don't realize the things y'all do, y'all can hurt somebody and cause a permanent mark. It takes years to heal, years to fix. You gotta watch that mess, man. Watch what you say. Try to find a better way to say it. You know what I mean? Okay, let's start picking up some speed here. You see how dark it is? It's darker on the video, but it's dark out here. There's been a few times that I've actually had to go down here in Texas onto somebody's property because they they live there, but they got their business there too. I had to call them, hey, am I on the right road? And, oh yeah, come on, you just circle around, and come past the house. And I'm like, what the hell? And there was a dock in the barn. I'm backing up to a barn for these things. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So I get nervous when I see a dirt road. I don't even though the GPS, they're saying there's gonna be a geomagnetic storm and GPS ain't gonna be working and all this other stuff. I got a map. I'm old school. I break out that map. I will find it. It's gonna take a minute. Pull over every 20, 30 miles. I'm about ready next week. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna do an intense fast, maybe every other day or something like that. Clean my system out. 'Cause I'm gonna be on that cruise. I want to make sure. Well, like I said, I don't plan to be eating a lot. Like, over the years, I've slowed down. I don't plan to eat a whole lot less and drink a lot less. I just want to relax. I just want to hang out with my wife and, you know, do stuff with her, kindle that, because it's going to be uh, a wedding anniversary. We've been nine. We've been married for 9 years in February, and together for 11. So it's been very enlightening. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to be, in a proper relationship. Good morning. I got to get out of some bad habits. When I get tired, I start looking for the junk food. I got it's a it's a bad habit. I got to get out of it. When I get tired, I start looking for the junk food. I'm recognizing it, but I ain't doing nothing about it. I gotta start doing something about it. You know what I mean? See, like you see these long stretches, they're not going to salt up around here. Some of these new truckers gonna keep on trying to drive in it, gonna be in a ditch. Depending on what state I'm in, I'm parking, I'm parking through this whole weekend. So we'll see how it goes. Uh, what you guys got planned for Snowmageddon? In Georgia, they call it Carmageddon because people are still going to check. People are still going to try to drive. And see, here's the thing about Georgia: when that rain comes, the cold weather shoots in. Some kind of, I don't know why it's like a flash freeze. It happens every time. And they warn you, don't be out there. People just be out there anyway. Okay, and, and, and you're gonna wonder why you're behind gonna need to be saved on the interstate. You're gonna wonder why. That's what they did. That's what they did. Heavy vehicle. They were driving around with deuce and a halves. The last Carmageddon, like a 2 ton vehicle, the big ton, 2.5 ton. I was up here, like I said, I was up here at the petrol, back about 100 miles on it. It's just some dumb stuff that people buy, especially in the truck stops. Skulls and crossbones and axes and all kind of weird stuff. Like, yeah, you're trying to be manly, it's good. When you're about to die and skull and crossbone come up to you, I'm screaming like a bitch. You know, that ain't no manly stuff to me. some demonic crap. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But whatever. Oh, that's a country store over there. Let's see. What is this over here? This over here. Let's see. Looking for that stop where there's it's going to be a pilot on the left, the Love's on the right, and right next to the Walmart. That's what I'm looking for. I need to get some water, like I said, and some stuff like that. I just think, so okay. I was looking back. See, driving in areas like this remind me of what I was going through when I was alone and single, um, and newly divorced. Um, yo, when you make it through something, when you make it, I repeat, when you make it through something, when you make it through something to the other side, and you can't learn to be grateful and thankful that you survived the terror and the personal destruction of what was going on in your life, you can't acknowledge that you made it through, and you ain't happy and tearing up, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. See, I remember coming through these places. I remember sneaking off and trying to drown my sorrow in alcohol and whatever. 'Cause it just like what was wrong with my life. And I can look now, even though I'm drowning myself in a double cheeseburger, I can look now and say thank you. Not thank you to this this this, this God that guy in up north, that ISIS agent who's the pastor. I'm not talking that guy he preaching about. I'm talking about the real unadulterated God, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, that has my back, that knows I'm hard headed, knows that I don't listen, knows that, you know, I need loving and caring. And okay, I'm gonna have to slap him around a few times for him to realize that I am still God, and beside me there is no other. That's the God I'm talking about. That's the God I can say, thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you for another hour. Thank you for another moment. Even though I'm struggling, I'm breathing. So I count that victory. Even though, even though I am struggling, I made it through. I was like, I got a check coming through, payment on the roof, and I don't get paid till tomorrow. It didn't come through today. I'm gonna check again when the sun come up. If it didn't come through today, it's definitely gonna be tomorrow when I get paid. So I don't have to pay that. I don't have to pay that overdraft fee. I'm like, thank you, Lord. They slow this month. Thank you, Lord. And I had the people that sprays my lawn and puts the pre-emergent, the post-emergent. I spotted them on the camera, and I was like, "Ah, crap! I got 40 cents in the bank." And I called them up and said, "Hey, man, can y'all, you know, uh, take the money out Thursday when I get paid. Oh no, we'll just take off the automatic thing and just call it Thursday. No problem. No problem. And I remember 10 years ago, I was so terrified of just the basic adulting. I didn't know how to handle it, so I would just run from it. From years of mental torment, years of mental abuse, I would just run from it. And I was like, wait a minute, okay, can y'all do? Yeah, we do that. Oh shoot, heck yeah, okay. Write it down. Write it down. Take care of it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Y'all doing a good job. I even had to throw that in there because I can spot y'all on my camera. I paid $60 for these two cameras to check to my Wi-Fi that alerts me when someone's on my property. And I see you doing your job. I remember I had True Green. I'm thinking, okay, this is a good company. Oh, he at your house at 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, first of all, if I see you on my property at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm coming out there with my shotgun. I don't have a regular shotgun. I got a semi-automatic shotgun with a clip. I'm gonna light your ass up. Don't come on my property at 5 o'clock. But I checked my camera. Oh, well, your cameras could be wrong. No, bitch. My cameras are not wrong. You was not on my property. Cancel this. And one guy he tried to be slick. He put me on the nationwide sales blitz thing because I cussed his ass out. So I had to call corporate. I said, you gotta think he's slick. He put me on the nationwide call number. So y'all keep calling me. Take me off your number, please. So I told y'all were crooks. You'll say you went by my house and didn't even show up. Come on, man. You're trying to run a business. I'm trying to grow along, but you want to be a crook about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh shoot. Hey, we about to shut down. It's 5:50. It's 5:57 where I am, but it's 6:57 where you are. Coming up next, wellness is about to take the stage. Positive affirmations, no cuss words, and fashion sense. Oh, I get excited when I say and fashion sense. As always, you guys, thank you for listening to my bullshit. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Same back channels, same whatever. Um, hey, any of you guys seen that new Star Trek? I think it's good. The Trekkies are pissed off. So, what do they want? What do you want, Captain Kirk? Come on, man, let it go. It was good. It was a little bit of everything. It was good. Um, but as you always, if you're thinking about love you, I love you. God loves you. Y'all have a blessed day. Keep me in your prayers so I can keep going. I'm waking up now, finally. I will catch you guys later. Deuces.